Good evening, everyone, and welcome to My Hobby Home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me to see what I have going on. Guys, I've got a whole list of things to tell y'all about. And unfortunately, none of them include the Fat Quarter Shop or the Creative Notions boxes that I just got. Well, one of them kind of is the Fat Quarter Shop, but that y'all saw Friday and Sunday. I have so many projects that I don't know if I will be getting to any of those anytime soon, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping. So guys, let's just get started with this. I hope y'all are having a fabulous day. I hope your Monday has started out great. I know we are watching the weather again, not for snow, but for rain. I think it looks like we're going to be getting rain starting Wednesday, maybe. But I did see possible storms anywhere between February 2nd and February 8th. We're not sure. It's Louisiana. They may think storms and we may end up with snow. It's no telling. But I'm going to start with my very first thing that is completed this week. I have the Falling Leaves. This is the Creative Notions October 2024. This is their bi-monthly subscription box. And I've had several people ask me about it. I pay $87 for this box. That is with shipping. And I pay for this every other month. I'll pay in January, get a box in February. That box that you saw Sunday was the December of 2024 box. I know everybody is behind. My local quilt shop has told me that Moda is about a month behind right now as well. So it's across the board. We're used to it. I mean, this all started back like in 2020. Everything kind of went awry. So things are going to take a little time to get to you, but just be patient with everybody. But this is the 2024, the October 2024 Make It Mini. And I want to show you the quilting I did on it. You'll see just right on the inside line of the leaves. That is what I did. And my binding, I'll show you the back there. I've got my hanging tabs there. But I think it turned out really cute. I'm really excited about it. This is something that I can use for my fall decor. Now, I did get asked if I had the whole year's worth of seasons. No, I don't. I have, let me see, I have the Shamrock one from Shabby Fabrics. That's the very first one I did. It was foundation paper piecing. And then Creative Notions started doing them in their box in February of 2024. So I got, let's see. I've got a spring one. I missed the spring one in that comment. Because I'm looking, it's hanging up here on my thing. I have once I do the December 2024 box, I will have a Valentine's Day, a St. Patrick's Day, a spring, one that I'm going to do in October, which is the Scarecrow. And then now I have the Fallen Leaves, which will be my Thanksgiving one. So those are the ones I have right now. I have my notes here, of course, and I'm going to be marking off to make sure I don't miss a single thing for you guys. Next thing I have, if you have been joining us on Thursday nights on the Siberian Winds channel, that's Tammy. We do a live every Thursday night that we are working on a quilt out of this book. This is Celebrate with Quilts. And the quilt that we are working on, get that to bend, is this quilt right here. It is called Land That I Love. And each Thursday night, every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, we come together and we sew one block. Now, in November, we did all of the blue you see here. That was November. And then December, let me see, these little red blocks over here, we did all of our red and white blocks in December. And now, starting in January, we started doing each one of these little blocks. I have several of them here. But we do a block every Thursday night. And we intend to do this going all the way through July. You know, we should have it done by then. And we are kind of piecing as we go. You'll see these dark blue ones. These are called setting pieces. We kind of do the setting pieces, you know, on our own. Because that's how I've been doing. And we put them together, you know, going in a diagonal shape. That's how the rows are put together, is in a diagonal shape. But we are working on this every Thursday night. If you're not able to catch us on Tammy's channel, every Thursday I am releasing, or this is how it has been happening. I release a video showing me doing the extra work, not the blocks that we will be doing. Because I will tell y'all, I have been running behind on figuring out what block I'm going to do and even getting it cut out. I've already got my block picked out for this upcoming Thursday, and I've got it cut out, and I've got it on my design board. I'm ahead of the game today, y'all, but I was out of work almost all last week because we were out for snow days. I am always off on Fridays. Monday was a holiday last week. I did go in at midnight Tuesday morning. So all the AM shift, I worked Tuesday morning, but I got off at noon, and I was off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, now Saturday and Sunday. So I had plenty of time to do that. But, you know, because I had all that time, I decided, ooh, let me tear my house up. Y'all, it must be ADHD or something. I don't know what it is. It's got to have some letters to it, because I don't have a problem getting my house tore apart. I just have a problem going through stuff, getting rid of stuff. It's a very slow process. But my master bath, I just about have done. I know I started working on that weeks ago, didn't I? But our land that I love is done, so I am going to put the box out of the way. The next thing that is currently in progress that we are currently working on, I'm not getting as much sewing done as I want to. I'm able to sew at least 2 days a week. That's not really ideal, but right now it is what it is. But Saturday, this past Saturday, this is where we got putting all the sashings on, that long sashing, on our 30 pieces here. We should have 60. Next, well, this upcoming Saturday, we'll be adding the next 2 rows, you know, the 2 blocks, we'll add them down here. And make our squares that will look like this. So we will end up with 30 of those squares. And the next week, we will start assembling that. So that's going to be fun. That'll be another quilt that we can mark off for us. I think we started this on January the 4th. And it's very possible we can have it finished within the month of January. I anticipated it to take about 6 weeks, which it very well could. I'm not going to rush it. This is slow sewing for me. This is enjoying sewing for me. This is not a competition. Just breathe, take a break, and enjoy. So that's where we at on that. So let's break it down what I have left right now. Now, these next things I'm going to be dropping in a box behind me because they're things that are not done. The first one I don't have up here with me. It is my red and white quilt from Creative Notions. I still need to border that. I have yet to pull the fabrics out that I've received to see if it's enough to make a border. I don't know. Even if I make a small border, it may be worth it just to make like a 2-inch border. Cut it out at 2.5 inches and have a 2-inch border. That may be fine. I may just go on and get some fabric and back it and then use what I got to bind it with. I'm not real sure. But I still have that quilt to decide what I'm going to do with first. What I have left to get quilted. Guys, this Bobbin Blooms is going to kick my behind. I have my, as they call it, flimsy done. My flimsy is done. I have my backing. And I have my binding. So, this is just a matter of either me quilting it or me taking it to the long armor to have quilted. And we'll talk about that in a second. My next quilt that I need to have quilted or quilt it myself is my Unchained Gelity. I know that looks weird, but let me see if I open it up if it looks better. If I open it at least halfway up. You will see that blue makes sort of like an Irish chain there. I have the flimsy. I have the backing. Just a matter of getting it quilted. Okay, so the ones that I have quilted and that need to be bound. My Craftsman. I still have that over here in the bin. But I've got it all down to where I've actually knocked it down a good bit. So, we're happy about that. Completed to be bound. My Jelly Roll Irish chain. This is what it looks like when it comes from my long armor. I still have all of everything's still on there. It does not come trimmed down. I like to trim it down myself. This is my backing. That's a Riley Blake. I think it's Red Barn. Let me see what it's called. Winter Barn Quilts. So I really like this. And I think we did flowers. I think the quilting is flowers on this one. But this is on my schedule to be done this week. Now, my next quilt to be bound, I don't have this turned where I can show it, but let me turn it. Y'all see that pretty blue? I don't know. This is just going to be an edge. You're not going to be able to see the picture. But this is my Santa Gnome. I did put a border on it. But I want y'all to see the quilting in there. Oops, I'm bumping you. I have, let me see if I can find a big one. This is a snowflake right there. This is the Santa Gnome. I did have them do it with snowflakes. Maybe you can see it better. Here we go. See, that's a big snowflake right there. You may not be able to tell it. But this one is very close to being completed. I think I have enough for binding. And I'm probably going to do the red and white for my binding. But not real sure yet. We'll see. We will see. But this is my next one that needs to be bound. So right now I have 3 that I need to bind. So I'm whittling my box down. But it's not quite there yet. Now currently I do have my Grandma's Scrap Quilt at the Long Armors to be quilted. So that one, I figure I'll get it back probably. She'll probably have it done in like a week and a half. But I won't pick it up for at least 2 weeks. So, because, it's just how payroll runs. I wait till I get paid to pick up a quilt. So let's see, I have this question right here on my notes, right here. What does the future look like? Okay. So I've already told you one of the quilts that I have on my schedule to trim up and hopefully get bound. But you know what? If it don't happen, it's not a big deal. It's okay. One of the main things that I am going to be doing pretty soon is my garden prep, my researching, maybe seed starting, because I am still a new gardener. I can grow okra. That's about it. I've got strawberries growing. I've got asparagus. That takes care of itself, but I am going to be going out sometime pretty soon and trimming down all the fronds that have died, just to kind of clean the beds up a little bit. I never put my beds to sleep. I just let them be. Now, I do have straw on my garden beds. I have raised garden beds. This year, I'm not necessarily looking to plant as many flowers as I did, but flowers was a late thing that I decided to do. I did plant some cucumbers last year. They didn't turn out too well. But I have blackberries, I have a fig tree, and these are all in, those two things are in pots. I do plan on possibly trying to do some herbs in pots. Maybe some tomatoes in pots. I did get some pot varieties, and I will actually show y'all. I may be able to show y'all now, because I have them right here. So what I did, I'm going to be doing some seed starting. I already have some seed starting trays, but I saw this little thing here. A Preppy Super Seed 16 extra large shells. You see that green in there? That pushes through real easy. I've never had one of these, and I thought, well, let me get one, try it out. And, but we're going to see about this. I'm hoping it works really well. If it does, I will order several more of those. Now, with that, I got the Preppy seed starting pods here. And they're grow pellets. I got 72. I've never used these, so I don't know what they do, what they don't do, but we'll try. We'll find out. And let's see, what else did I get in my garden haul? I got some outdoor markers and some labels, because once I carry these outside, I need to know what's what, to know what lives and what dies, pretty much. Because, you know, that's just how it is. Now, I got some cabbage seeds. Now, some of these are heirloom. That's heirloom. I got some cucumbers. These are pickling cucumbers. I got some zucchini. I like to do sheet pan dinners in the summer. It's just really a lot. I like it more. And then I got some San Marzano tomatoes. This one, yeah, that one isn't. But that one will go in a bed. Now, these are a pot variety that I can put them in a flower pot even. This is a jelly bean hybrid. So these are really small tomatoes. They'll go in salads, things like that. Then this is also another flower pot variety of an eggplant. I've never had much success in raising eggplants where I'm at now. Where I used to live, we had a large garden that was tilled up, and we had eggplants. We had squash. We had all kinds of things. Now, this is another one. This is a cherry tomato, I think. It's called Gardener's Delight. I don't know how big those get, but it's flower pot. You see down here, on the bottom, it shows flower pot. I did look at their days to harvest, and I don't think I got anything over 100 days. Well, I did the onions. I did get some onions. I'm going to have to create a bed just for onions. Because I use a lot of onions. I use onions in everything. I have been lucky these past few years to be able to find some organic onions, to have friends that have given me bags and bags of onions. What I do, I chop them up, dice them up, freeze dry them, whatever I have to do to keep onions. And last but not least, I can't seem to get this to grow, but I've got some cilantro. I love cilantro. Cilantro is one of those things you either love it or hate it. I love cilantro, but I love Mexican food. I love putting cilantro and onions together. So, but that's my garden part. Right now, we are very close to starting the Preppy quilt assembly. So, I'm going to say we're definitely looking at the 6 weeks to complete the top for this quilt. This will be one that I do send to my long armor. So, I'm going to have to break it back down and start doing that once a month. I can't do that every couple weeks. I can't do it. Because, you know, that's a money thing, y'all. Y'all are turned way over there. So, the next thing that I am working on, I am still cutting the fabrics for this. I just cut the fabric in my leisure time when I have a moment. The Bella Rose Advent box. The mystery quilt that was in that box, I am cutting the fabrics over again because I want my quilt to kind of have a uniform look. I don't want it to be real scrappy. You know, a lot of people, they like scrappy quilts. I like things to look put together. And that's one of the things that I want to look put together. I just don't want it to look all over the place. So I have pulled all my fabrics. I am cutting them. So I will be bringing you guys along for that. I won't show you the sizes or anything like that because it is a paid for quilt. But y'all, I love bringing you along to sew with me. And we can always chit chat. Now another quilt that's going to be the same way. It has been sitting back here behind me in one of my project boxes. Let me show you how my project boxes look. Y'all see a quilt right there? Well, you can see project boxes down here. This quilt has been sitting in those project boxes for a very long time. I was asked to not record it. So how I'm going to do this, I'm just telling you what it is. It is the brown bag mystery quilt called Piece of Cake. I will not show anything at all. I won't talk about it. I won't show anything about it. Maybe when I get something sewn, I'll hold it up. But I won't promote anything at all about this quilt. I will say, if you want to do one, go out there and just Google it. You will probably find a quilt shop that is doing them. I did get the email about it probably a month ago, but I'm not going to do it. I refuse to do it. So, because I want to bring you guys along and share it with you. I like to promote small businesses and quilt shops. And I think that's what happened when I did it. The person that complained about it, I think, was a quilt shop owner. And I wasn't promoting her quilt shop. And honestly, I didn't know more than one quilt shop did it. I thought it was just this quilt shop that did it, and which is fine. Because that's how it was explained to me by the actual pattern designer. So, it's a fabulous quilt. I'm not going to say it's not. So, if you want to do one, it's a mystery quilt. You get your clues mailed every 2 weeks, I think. If you want to do one, Google it, Brown Bag Mystery Quilt. Find you somebody, but I'm not going to promote. I can't. Because if I can't do it here, I can't promote. And also, I am not an affiliate for anyone. I am going to interject right here real quick. Even though I am not an affiliate for any companies, any quilt shops, any designers or creators, I do have Amazon affiliate links. So if there's ever anything that I use in a video that you're interested in seeing, you can always go through the description of the video and there will be affiliate links there. I do receive a small commission for those if you ever purchase anything. But you can always click the link and just go look and see the product, see if it may be something you would be interested in. But other than that, that's the only affiliate link I have is for Amazon products. I'm not sponsored. Everything you see on my channel is paid for by me. Whether that be through income from my job or income from YouTube. That's the only money I get. So, everything that you see on my channel is paid for by me. Now, you know, I will take discounts and all that kind of stuff that I can get and find sales. But I'm not an affiliate and I'm not sponsored. But I do promote places that I do like to shop. I love Stitched and Faith Quilt Shop. I love telling everybody about them. They are a local small quilt shop, family owned. So, yes, I will promote them because I love that shop, y'all. I just love it. So, y'all watch tomorrow and you will see something that I got from that shop. But the Brown Bag Mystery Quilt, if you're interested, Google them. I'm not going to tag anything about them. I'm not going to promote them because I can't show you anything about it on here. The next thing, I keep putting this on my calendar and it keeps getting pushed off. The Peaceful Baskets and the Poppy Cotton Block of the Months. Those keep getting pushed off. One day I'll get to them. But I'm not stressing over it. You know, I'm behind on it. But it's okay. It is okay. I am going to probably slow down a little more with my sewing stuff because it is getting close to time for garden season. And when it gets to garden season, when I come in the afternoon, I work in my garden probably about an hour, making sure everything, making sure the sprinklers come on, making sure I don't have any weeds to pull, making sure I don't have any ants in my bed. That's the first thing that we have to do. We have to go put ant baits out because the ants just seriously destroy my beds. Right now, I did check the other day. I still have some rosemary growing, y'all. I am so shocked about that. And I have a bay laurel tree growing. And it's still in a pot. I haven't put it in the ground yet. But I did see something where those things are poisonous. And I'm thinking, I hope I got the right tree. Because I cook with bay leaves all the time. But not any of those. So I still had a few things going in my kitchen garden. My kitchen garden's got the rosemary. It's got the thyme, oregano, chives. My chives are looking beautiful. They even made it through the freeze. I don't know how, but they are looking beautiful. So I'm excited to get back into my garden. Now, the Destash. I had said that I was going to do a Destash on February the 2nd. That Destash is being postponed strictly because time constraints. I do have some things I'm needing to do in my office here. Some remodel, some setup stuff. Y'all notice my back here. This changes because I'm trying to find a setup that works really well for me, because my project boxes are back there. And I have like this quilt. Yeah, that's another one that's got to be worked on. I've got to put my borders on that. That's my Cotton Cuts Tree of Life. But I have that quilt push there. I can always pull it over as like a curtain. But my plan is all my quilts that I'm working on that need borders, things like that on, I can hang there, because that bar, you'll see the gold pole right there. All that is like a backdrop pole, and it won't handle a lot of weight. So it'll only have a flimsy on there. It won't have like a quilt that needs to be bound. But I'm thinking about hanging all of my tops that still need borders and things like that on them. Once I've got the top done, just the border needs to be done, I can hang them up there as a reminder. And I really need to get on that one, so I can get that to the long armor as well. But you'll notice that this has even changed. I did have the design. It's not a wall, it's just a piece of fabric. I did have that hanging on the bar, but that didn't work. So right now, you may be seeing a little different items on my videos, but I sure hope you will come along with me and give me a thumbs up, share my videos, help my channel grow. Subscribe if you have not yet. Click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. You never know what I'm going to come up with on this channel. It is a hobby home, and I have lots of hobbies. So, and sometimes DIYs and gardening is part of my hobbies, cooking. So please just join me. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, guys, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Y'all stay safe and stay warm. Bye.